Senator, I'm heading into Voss now. What should I know?
I'm glad you made it here. I'm still having nightmares about those awful creatures Rogan sent to attack me. It won't be easy to find out who he's working with here. We barely have diplomatic relations with the Voss.
I could charm the horns off a crate dragon.
From what I hear, the Voss are big on propriety and obedience. I don't think you're their type. Voss was only discovered a few years ago and promptly handed the Empire its head when it tried to attack. The Republic's desperate to get them as allies.
What? You don't agree?
Well, I do if we can trust them. The Voss use the Force like no Jedi's ever seen. They'd be powerful allies. That's the thing. No one really knows the Voss, but they took down an Imperial battlecruiser without breaking a sweat. And when you ask them, all they say is, "The Mystics showed us what must be."
I'd like to meet someone who can show me how to defeat the Empire.
The Mystics are powerful Force users. They have visions of the future which they use to rule Voss society unquestioned. And the Voss have made it clear, break one law and the entire Republic can be thrown off this world.
You don't really think you have to warn me about that, do you?
I was almost afraid to say this, in case you took it as a challenge. I've arranged for a native guide, a diplomat named Lokir Ka. He'll be waiting in a private room off the shuttle bay. I sent him files on the beasts that attacked me. I hope he can help you track who sold them.
Indeed. May the Mystics see no shadows on you, Captain, and the duty to all weigh lightly. I am your honores. Your translation might be chaperone.
I'm here 2 minutes and already you people don't trust me?
Your mission has touched a nerve. The creatures that attacked your Senator Dodonna are a Gormak abomination.
And how would someone like me get my hands on one of these beasts?
You would not, on pain of death. The Gormak are creatures of war. They create these monstrosities from beasts, set them against us. To spread Gormak creations past the stars violates every law.
Just tell me how I can find someone who knows how Rogan the Butcher got one of these things.
No Voss would know. If you seek criminals, search your people. A settlement in the Minevra caves, called the Exchange.
What was the name of those caves again?
Minevra. I have been there. I have an academic interest in off-world music. My trade was with a human named Scratch. Perhaps he can answer your questions.
Wahota, chobot I kafstuan diled pioa ituta od mishka, oshuda tuabo.
You exchange?
Patoga wata kiko uba kiriwata poya toka changa goptula do bata wana wanki.
Just tell me who's dealing for Rogan. I can do the rest.
Upi kupchikos pa inikudad ijigliska chanagawa.
Give me all the details.
Manchito di puna puna, kabuk nuni slemo, chatungi ma chechu, I kutsig nang kihe.
I don't know much about Voss. What's valuable?
Barganunua, utatyachan wonki atachakapa tonka, jisa bicha. Poya toka changa goptula do bata wana wanki.
I have your artifacts.
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Kunamo, uban chone alipa, istin koto.
I assume he means you? Then I warn you, this is a unique opportunity. There's nothing like these creatures for sale in the galaxy.
Show me the goods, I'll show you the credits.
Tobata Jimoa Tusawa, Mikuna Posta Morulia.
You understand this is large and unusual cargo with certain transportation issues? Selling it is a capital offense on Voss. You have to buy direct and pick it up yourself.
Where are we going? Part of an active volcano? Irradiated wasteland? Rancor throat?
To keep this out of sight of the Voss commandos, we set up shop in the heart of the Gormak war zone. I'll transmit the coordinates now. If you make it here alive, I'll be waiting.
I awaited you in Voss for hours. You were seen everywhere else. If you do not check in, duty requires I accompany you.
You never told me to come back.
I am Honoris. I cannot guard Voss from your influence if you deal in secret. What have you learned?
Scratch hooked me up with Rogan's suppliers. I'll be posing as a buyer.
A buyer? Of Gormak abominations?
Kunta Chuta, Kasuyali Kulira, Kanki.
I will not interfere unless you break Voss law, but I will come.
If I have to drag you along, you better be able to defend yourself.
Wonki Atachakapa Tonka, Jisa Bicha.
Agreed. Where?
Vota Miokrita Chobasa, Jiho Pokafokrida.
Even the mystics dare that not.
Pioa Ituta Odmishka, Boshuda Tuabo.
I thought I would never find you. The minute I heard you were on Voss, I started searching. I'm certain you have terribly important business, but might you find time to do one small service for a diplomat of the Republic? Me?
Somehow these things never end up that small.
Just hear me out. Her whole life, my sister suffered from a rare form of Misra syndrome. She would have died had I not landed this post on Voss. I was able to arrange for her to receive healing from the mystics.
Quit speaking diplomat and tell me the blasted job.
My sister chose to stay and serve the Shrine of Healing as payment for her treatment. But now, our mother is dying, and I have no way to reach her. The whole path to the shrine, it's besieged by Gormak. I can pay you handsomely if you would brave the Gormak to bring my sister word to come home.
If I find myself at the shrine, I promise I'll talk to your sister.
Thank you, Captain. I believe Kindra serves a mystic named Kina Ray. I pray she lets her leave, and quickly. Mother may not last long.
I'm looking for a girl named Kindra Gan.
Be welcome. Your pilgrimage was expected, but surprising. Many disbelieved an outsider could enter. They preferred a symbolic interpretation. I will summon her.
May the mystics see no shadows on you, and the duty to all weigh lightly.
I'm not so good with the mushy stuff, so let me just say, he needs you home right away.
Oh, no. Is it Mother? Devar promised he would tell me if... I must go right away. That is, Honored One, I humbly beg your permission to...
Even for we who serve, family is the foundation. Go in peace.
Oh, I hope I'm in time.
It's on her way.
Thank you, Captain. When I heard you were here, I just knew you were the one to ask. Please, accept this payment for your trouble. I must make arrangements for a flight to Coruscant right away.
Here after all. And I already went and set up another buyer. I assumed you were dead on the trail somewhere. This is my partner. We call him Gormak Zak. He's our pipeline for the precious little beasties.
You have the stink of the Voss on you.
Quite an operation. You working with anyone else on Voss?
Zax, what's a polite way to say it? Gone native. Lives with a Gormak. Not much for conversation, Gormak, but they can stick a remote control in a ranker's head like nobody's business.
The Gormak are this world's rightful rulers.
Let me handle this, dear. So, I hardly know what to charge. You're our first client who didn't pay the markup to have the cargo shipped to him.
Who else do you sell to?
Trying to learn our trade secrets? Or maybe you know perfectly well. You think I'm fool enough not to recognize Rogan's top bounty? I'm not making the mistake of taking you on one-on-one. But when the Voss commandos find you here trading in abominations, I'm sure they'll be happy to pitch in.
Captain, commandos targeting your location. They speak of an informant who sent them.
That blasted hairball set me up.
She would trade in abominations, then draw commandos? You can explain the truth. No, with this evidence, I would not listen to an outsider cry innocence.
This was set up by Gormak sympathizers. Does it serve Voss to let them get away?
The evidence is strong. It will take months for adjudicators to sort the truth. If I give you time, you must use it to hunt these outlaws. Leave. That passage will take you to the trail. I will tell the commandos the truth I know. Await me in Scratch's shop. I said the captain is innocent. They said I believe a lie.
Chui atat up smasak wonki atachakapa tonka jisa bicha.
I'm not feeling the love here.
Difrata amuma.
Jella laid her groundwork well. The adjudicators believe you lead the smuggling ring. The manhunt will continue secretly to avoid alerting accomplices.
They haven't told Senator Dodana, at least.
Nia patise mursh.
To clear your name, you must catch Jella Reneki trading with Gormak.
Imache churon chika jiliska arganunua utatyacha nichu kuya maya stupa.
Does that mean there's an insanely hard way?
Kutogi gumpa jiji no lia makachi.
Tell Scratch your decision. I must speak with the adjudicators.
Wantahumpa muri rava fupa jibampa wula.
What, am I supposed to guess?
Kuchusa yomata chitoya. Nam kanoya chikos pa inigudat ijigliska chanagawa.
If I'm dead, I don't get a laugh at Rogan's funeral.
Nektori na natuta. Ta manchi do ti puna puna. Kabuk nuni slemo. Ukili mo clunky. Nik mi chawa welmo.
I can't believe I'm even considering this.
Kikuna mo. Uban chbuka kampak nijit. Tonka yiliska chanaga. Kutogi gumpa. Jiji no lia makachisa.
You. I offer peace. Forgive me. I did not know what Jella intended, though I would not have opposed her then.
You were helping Jella to try to get me executed. What's changed?
Jella has gone too far. I came to this world to help Rogan. Now the Gormak are my family. I will do nothing to hurt them.
You seem about as trustworthy as a used speeder salesman.
Gormak do not need lies. Rogan did well for my people. He brings new weapons, new food. But Jella goes behind his back. She is trading with Sith, and they demand what all Gormak are forbidden.
Because Voss commandos and giant cyber monsters weren't enough.
The Sith asks us to operate on the beasts of the Nightmare Lands. The creatures there are twisted mutants. The Sith will only trade for them. We refused. But they said the mutants would be powerful weapons with our tech. Jella agreed.
You need protection. Is that what this Let's Be Friends thing is about?
Yes. Everything that walks into the darkness is consumed, body and mind. Those Jella took with her were corrupted, changed, destroyed. They are no longer Gormak. Thank you. Those who live, live because of you. Stop Jella. Those she leads turn into ones like this.
I don't work with Rogan's people.
Rogan is no one to me. If you want my loyalty, you have it. Everything I gave to Rogan goes to you. In Jella's lair, you can learn her plans. Destroy the followers she corrupted.
Be there as quick as I can.
I will help. I will give you passcodes to Jella's rooms. Talk with the wretched Voss when you are done. They already man a path to the Nightmare Lands. I will seek shelter with the Exchange. While I'm here, my family is still a target.
Time. Return to me immediately. Lord Ratchan comes tonight to Lab 68. I promised him a demonstration of the powers we have tapped before we finalize our deal. With this sale, the Sith armies will be invincible. And I will be the richest woman in history.
Loki, have you heard of a place that Gormak called the Nightmare Lands?
The land's dark heart. It is our shame, a cancer that comes from the Gormak's touch.
What are the odds there's a well-lit highway going there?
No man emerges from the Nightmare Lands sane.
Do you know how to get there or not?
To enter the Nightmare Lands, go to our commando checkpoint. The manhunt has not reached there. Still on Ores. I should see you off myself. Take this holo-recorder. It is my wife's. She is an adjudicator. Bring back evidence of Jella's crimes. It will be trusted.
So, how do I get to the Nightmare Lands from here?
Take this transport to the excavation site. Speak with Talande. He is your best chance to survive.
These controls are all that keeps the beasts in check. Without them, they would savage us in a heartbeat.
Do not expect me to take your word for... It seems you provide a means of testing after all.
You!
I'm not taking the fall for you.
I will leave you to rot. Rogan's rewards mean nothing now. I have found a power mere criminals can only dream of. Get him, my pets. Let him see what lies within the dark heart.
The darkness must come, that the light shine brighter. I will set a hearing with the adjudicators. You should not live with this stain.
What do I have to do?
Go to the hearing board in Voss. I will speak on your behalf. And the tribunal, for the outsider.
The outsider is accused of trafficking with Gormak. You take this on?
I do.
You both agree to all proceedings?
We do.
Don't I get a say in this?
To be heard, outsider, follow our procedures.
You are accused of trafficking with Gormak. Testimony.
It's all part of a Sith plan to weaken Voss for takeover by the Gormak.
A grave accusation.
Lord Ratchin entered the Nightmare Lands to conspire with Gormak.
We must confer. The evidence speaks. This crime is Jalareneki's. She has been punished.
But you have other transgressions.
It's always something.
For negotiating with Gormak, entering forbidden territory, and corrupting the moral health of an honoress, you owe a debt.
The accusation was trafficking, not...
You speak out of turn, husband.
It was my idea, honorable adjudicators. These lesser crimes stopped Jalareniki. Punish me.
You think I'm ashamed of what I did? What's your sentence?
You must serve, boss. We will not prolong your stay. Aid our community by making deliveries to our settlers off-world. Lo Kir Ka will provide the details.
I will work this out. Meet me at our mutual friend's shop.
Kabanotase makipuna. Malitut.
My contacts would not risk hiding me. They say this man knows you. Does Jella live?
Are we here just to gossip?
I will not see Rogan send another Jella to control us. Would you take our trade instead?
The Voss know all about you. You need to lie low.
This is not the time for the final war with the Voss. We will not risk it. I should return to my family. Thank you for their lives.
Mitisa roda. Kopana chapurka utman gisa.
I did not think to be so long. I wish you a future of clear vision and strong will. I will not be the same.
Vidwana
Some
Shoto.
trouble on Voss. Captain? Senator Dodonna asked me to call. She's busy defending her decision to send such an undiplomatic ambassador to Voss at a crucial time. Any success learning Rogan's business?
The Voss are convinced there was a Sith behind the smuggling. They should shut down the ring and maybe toss out the Empire.
Well, look at you going beyond the call of duty. Never figured you for an overachiever. Sounds like Rogan's hurting, though. He just called a war council for all his surviving lieutenants. I checked into all of Ivory's bolt holes. The one on Tatooine seems to be the one still active.
Let me tie up some loose ends, and I'll head over when I can.
Don't wait long, Captain. This is your chance to wipe the slate and call the biggest criminal empire in the galaxy your own.